Hello viewer, and welcome back to GBS Morning Extra. And as I promised earlier, today we have with us on set guests who are going to talk to us about the situation in our informal settlements. And today I have a very special guest with me all the way from the Netherlands. His name is Pete. Let me just introduce him as Pete because the pronunciation could be a little bit tricky. And we also have Martin. And they're here to discuss earlier, like I mentioned, the situation in our, I don't want to call it slums, but our informal settlements. We find that there's so many challenges that residents in these areas face. One of the major challenges that they face is, clean drinking water. This is one big problem that many people face because, as you know, in these informal settlements, there are not many, pipes, or there is not sufficient tapped water that is provided by the county government. And organizations that come in to try and provide clean water for these societies, this is something that needs to be applauded. But besides that, I want now to engage our guest, Mr. Pete. Welcome to Kenya.
Thank you.
Is it your first time to Kenya?
The seventh time.
Seventh time.
2013 was the first time. Yeah, I come here also with the brothers from the Catholic Church, Brothers CMM, and and then come every year.
So from 2007
to now.
2007 to now, you've been coming every year.
Every year.
Pete, what brings you to Kenya?
Bring me to Kenya. I was bus driver in the Netherlands, and the brothers asked me, can you go with brothers and sisters from the world, from all the world, to France and make the pilgrimage Saint Vincent de Paul? Okay, and I say, yes, I will, and there was the begin, it is, and it is not the end.
That was the beginning.
Yeah, that was
so
the beginning.
How did you, your first journey to Kenya, how did you make your first journey here in Kenya?
The first journey in 2013, it was very short, 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And I stay for little days in Raptor Road in Nairobi by the brothers. And then I travel to Uyghurs by the brothers. And I look them, I look them, what has happened there.
All right.
Yeah.
So Oyugis, you went to Oyugis. What mission were the brothers going to do in Oyugis?
The brothers do work with social. They have a polyclinic in Oyugis.
All right.
And they have an organization OIP, Oyugis Integrate Project.
All right.
That is a polyclinic with doctors. They have a social center, help people. They have a library. You work with deaf.
All right.
Orphans, the farmers.
So it's an organization that deals with a lot of things touching on society. And before I come back to you to maybe explain some of the projects that you personally as Pete have done, I would like also to bring into the picture Martin. Martin, karibu sana. Martin, you come from the Mathare slums. Exactly. People want to call it that, but I try as much as possible to call it the informal settlements. I think that's a more dignified name. But, how did you come to meet with Pete?
Okay, we came to know Pete when he came from Netherlands. We have our church member called Helen. She had gone to Netherlands. Then when she came back, Peter was also coming to Kenya, and she decided to host Peter here, just right in the slums. So Peter came, and Helen stays at the church premises. So he was hosted there, and there is when we came to know Pete, and we interacted with him. So he has been coming to church and staying there also. Yes.
So. Pete is a philanthropist.
Yes.
He works with societies.
Yes.
And he, helps where he can, where he identifies the need. But one thing I'd like also to know from you, Martin.
Yes.
Kuna organization nyingi sana kwa slums ambazo zinafanya kazi in the name of helping the residents of the slums or informal settlements. But then I'd just like to pose maybe a question or an observation from yourself. There's so many organizations in these slum areas, yet the slums keep growing, whereas we expect, or one would only expect, that kama kuna organization nyingi ambazo zinaingia pale kwa slum kusaidia wakazi wa pale kwa slum, then kwa nini basi tunaona slums zina grow? Slums zinafaa ku decrease kwa sababu kama maisha ya watu inainuliwa, then but why are the slums growing and yet more organizations and more people are coming in to help?
Okay, I think kwangu ningeeleza hivi, these people who come to slum maybe to help, at first wameona kuna the basic needs ambazo these people at the slum are not meeting. So when they come at first, within their hearts, they want to help. But when they reach now at the ground, you may find that some people who are attached to them, maybe others see as an opportunity of maybe making money from the sponsors and all that. You see, at times, when people like Pete come, and he doesn't follow how is the money he has come with is being spent. Every single coin is not being used the way it was budgeted. At the end of it, you find that the work that has been done there cannot meet what they intended.
The expectation.
To do. Yeah, the expectation.
And cannot also help the people living there.
Yes.
And Pete, you have been in Kenya 7 times. You have traveled down to Ugis, you've traveled down to Kindu Bay, to Koyo. Maybe tell us a little bit about what are the projects that you've been able to do in these areas that you visited?
Now I do at the beginning with the brothers, yeah. I have the flea market, the Spullenwaard in Zaltbommel, and they help many people in the world. And I asked the organization, can you me help for the brothers, yeah, for the orphans, for all, yeah. And yeah, she do that, yeah. Not every year, but she change the walls, yeah. Yeah. And then, yeah, I do self a little walk, yeah.
By yourself?
Yeah, I do self little walk, become money, yeah, that I can do for people a little. Yeah.
So what are some of the work that you do as an individual? Because I saw some of the pictures that we have of you, you are on top of the roof, I don't know if my director has the pictures, he can display them. You're on top of the roof, you're with some church members, you're doing some activities here and there. Yeah. Maybe you can just share with us and tell us a little bit, what are these activities, specifically, what are these activities that you do?
Yeah, yeah, you said I walk on the roof, yeah. I do self make the gutter on the roof for rainwater. Yeah, you said water is a big problem, yeah. Yeah, I do painting, walk with power, yeah, I talk with people, yeah. People were happy when I talk, when I walk on the street, I pick the hand, yeah.
You greet them.
Talk. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I mean, your work is just an utter work, kind of work to just make people happy, to give people hope. Is that what I'm gathering? When you come here, you just want to give people hope. Is that what you do?
Yeah, I come here, yeah, so many years, yeah, and now I come here in Matare, yeah, for the first time in 2018, yeah. Helen bring me in Matare. Helen was in the Netherlands, and I have communicated with her, and I think yes, I go to there. Now I was there, and I look in the compound, in the slums, what has happened. I think now, water, clean water, yeah, I go then back to home
All right.
and I look for organizations. And I find one organization
Yes.
they will spend the money for the water project,
Okay.
drink water project
Mhm.
in Matare,
All right.
in the compound, in the slums.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you provided that for them. Martin, you
Yes.
mentioned that you're among the beneficiaries for
Yes.
these kind of projects.
Yeah.
Specifically in your church, like you mentioned, what was the need and how did you reach to, request or decide that this is what we need and have the project begun?
You see, staying there in the slums, actually, there are many things that we are lacking, and water is one of the fundamental basic need. As he came, most of the time he was saying we usually buy water because the water there has been tapped, is being sold by the cartels there in the slums. So he saw that as we are in the church there's no clean water. We also buy from those pipes that has been tapped, and some pipes run through the sewage
The
lines.
sewer
you
line.
see.
And this is something also of concern, Martin, and I would like you maybe to share with our viewers.
Yes.
Ukienda pale kwa slums unapata ya kwamba yes, people are buying water.
Yes.
Watu wanunua maji pesa ngapi? Jerrycan kama hii ya 20 liters.
Okay, 20 liters jerrycan goes by 10 shillings when
10 shillings.
when there's plenty of water. But when the scarcity of water, it goes up to 50 shillings.
50 shillings
For
20
one
liter
jerrycan of
jerry.
water. Yes.
And don't you think then it means that slum people spend more money on water than even people who live, well and have piped water in their houses?
I think it is so because
So in a month, let me just put this. In a month, just let's take a normal scenario. Kwa mwezi moja, just a normal household ile iko na mama na watoto na mzazi.
Yes.
Just a small family. About how much water will they use? Say per day, how many jerrycans a day?
Per day, maybe approximation, you might be using 3 to 4 jerrycans, 20 liters of water.
3 to 4 jerrycans.
Yes.
That's about 100 liters a day.
of water. Yes.
So multiply that by 30 days, then you're talking about what? About 3,000 liters?
3,000 liters of water.
Then if you're going to do that, and if you're going to pay at least 10 shillings per jerrycan, those people are spending a lot of money.
And you see that's now the big problem there. And that's how our friend here came with a plan of maybe empowering us and maybe bringing the water project to the church so that it can benefit the church members as well as the community at large. People that are surrounding us there, most of them are their church members, and so we found that is the most thing that we will want more than even electricity and the other things.
Clean water, also
Clean
because
water.
of issues of health.
Health.
Because it's always very easy for outbreaks of these waterborne diseases if people don't have like clean drinking water, is it?
Yes, yes, actually.
Now, maybe if I come back to you, Pete, there's something also that which caught my attention as we were having a discussion with you, that you received a medal from the King of Netherlands.
Yeah.
Maybe you can tell us a little bit about this. How did it come for the king to recognize you and give you the medal? That's a national medal.
Yes, that's a national insane. Yeah. She become that not so. Yeah, she give not so. I have a friend, they bring me to the mayor in my town, and he say, you will give Piet this medal. Yeah, and it was very secret. I know not what I become. Yeah, I have done in my life Red Cross, a lot of organizations. I work for that. Yeah, not for money, for
Just
the people.
voluntary.
For the people, yeah. And at one moment, yeah, oh, you go out, yeah, and then, oh, I come by the mayor, yeah, in the shirt, the red tap it, and I go inside, and then I become the mayor, do so, yeah. You see on the picture,
Yes,
yeah.
yes,
Oh, it's wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
This is amazing because you do this work very quietly without trying to get recognition from anyone.
Yeah.
But then one time you get such kind of a recognition. Many people, Pete, do these kind of works to get some profit,
Yeah.
to get some gain.
It
Why does Pete go through the trouble of coming to Africa and going to other places and going through all this trouble to use his own money to try and help? Why do you have to trouble yourself? I mean, you can stay at home and have a good life. Why trouble yourself?
I cannot not say. Maar I think so. I trust that the way of God. Yeah. Yeah, I have done so a lot. I was 3 times in Indonesia. Yeah. I work for a project. Yeah.
Alright.
My organization in Zalbommel, the flower market, Spullenweer, give money for that.
Or in
Yeah.
Indonesia?
And now, yeah, and I do self.
Okay.
I do self save it old metals. Yeah, for money. Yeah, and I can go to Kenya everywhere.
Wow.
And I do then with the money, bring it to the people. I have make a gutter in Niamere by one family, a gutter by one family in Koyo. Yeah, put a tank for rainwater. You are happy. I'm also happy
Yeah.
that I can do. Yeah.
That's very amazing. I mean,
Yeah.
well, it's quite outstanding. Viewers, listen to Pete. He collects old metal and sells it, gathers money. He's a bus driver, for crying out loud. And he's doing all this work. And the philanthropy that he's doing from his own pocket without relying on any organization. We take a short break, a very short break. When we come back, I want to wind up with Pete, and I would also like to know, what are his future ambitions and what are the kind of works that he's looking forward to do here in Kenya and other parts of the world before we wind up. Let's now take a very quick break, and then we'll be right back.
Everywhere, GBS.
And welcome back to GBS Morning Extra. If you're just joining us, our guests today is Pete and Martin. And today we are discussing about the situation in the slum area, and we're looking at how, through his philanthropy, Pete is also trying to upgrade the lives of people living in informal settlements by giving them water and other basic needs. Pete is not running a big organization. Pete is just an individual who feels philanthropic and is sharing the little that he has. And before we went for the break, I was really surprised that he even sells old metals and he's a mere bus driver. He's not someone who earns big money, but with the small money that he's able to make back at home, with mobilization of some other small organizations, he's able to come to Kenya and also go to other parts of the country. Like he mentioned, you've been to Indonesia, right? Yeah. And help out the societies there. Pete, right before the break, I asked you a very, I would say, a common question that people are normally asked when you're doing something. People ask, what plans do you have for the future?
I have the plan. I have not a plan, but what I see, like the last year, what I see in the slums, that gives me the spirit, the thinking, what can I do? I cannot alone.
Yes.
I have not big money.
Sure.
I look for organizations, and that's what I say. I have find in the Netherlands a big organization, not a big organization, the organization Rivet.
Okay.
Die will spend the water project in the slums.
Oh,
yeah.
so the Rivet is the one
Rivet is the
funding-
one that gives the money.
Okay.
But I look for that.
All
yeah.
right.
We have in the Netherlands a lot of organizations. Yeah, a lot. They work in Africa, in Kenya. She cannot all do. She have a lot of projects.
Yes.
Many.
Projects,
Yeah, and I am happy that this organization Rivet will spend money for the slums in Mathare.
All right.
Yeah, for the compound. Yeah.
All right. To help the residents there. And maybe if I may turn back to you, Martin.
Yes.
There's some figures that you gave me earlier.
Yeah.
And we are looking at, mapato ile ambao watu pale katika slum wanapata ni mapato duni sana.
Yes.
Alafu kisha kama ulivyosema hapo awali ni ya kwamba watu ama wamama ama familia pale katika slum unapata ya kwamba kwa familia moja wanaweza tumia kama jerican 3 ama 4 kwa siku. Na jerican moja watanunua kwa shilingi 10 kama siku hiyo kuna maji, na siku ambao kuna maji hata shilingi 50. Sasa nilikuwa najaribu kupiga hii hesabu. Mitungi 3 kwa siku ni kwa average tuseme huyu mtu atatumia between shilingi 30 na shilingi 100 kama sijakosea, ama shilingi 80. Na ukipiga kwa mwezi kwa shilingi 100 kwa mwezi, huyu mtu anatumia karibu shilingi 3,000. Na huyu mtu mapato yake yenyewe ukiangalia ile ambayo anapata, labda utuelezee kidogo hali pale hasa ni nini?
Hali yenyewe kwa mtaa ambao tunatoka hasa hizo mitaa duni ni kwamba hiyo bidhaa yenyewe haipatikani.
Ndio.
Watu wanaing'ang'ania japo kuwa ni shilingi 10 hata wakati mwingine ikapanda hadi shilingi 30 hadi 50. Unaona ni bidhaa ambayo huwezi kuishi bila kuwa nayo.
Ndio, maji ni lazima.
Maji ni lazima.
Water is life.
Yes, exactly. So unaona kwamba ni lazima tu atang'ang'ania hata yule ambaye hajiwezi, kama hataweza wakati huo kununua anga 3 ama 4, anaweza kujimudu anunue moja. Angalau moja ambayo itamwezesha kupika chakula na angalau maji ya kunywa. Lakini unapata wakati mwingi kama ataweza kununua hizo 5, unaona kwa kweli ameingia pesa mingi kwa sababu kila wakati mtungi moja ni shilingi 10. Na hata mimi nasema kabisa kwa wazi, ukienda huko mtaani ni hivyo, ni shilingi 10 kwa sasa. Hata mimi ununua hivyo shilingi 10 kwa mtungi ya lita 20 za maji. So unapata kwamba ina changamoto kwa wale ambao wana kipato ya chini kabisa. Kuna changamoto kwao, ndio sababu unapata maisha haisongi. There's no improvement in life. Kwa sababu kila mara yuko pale. Kidogo atapata.
Ile kidogo anapata is just from hand to mouth.
Ni anashughulikia tu tumbo.
Ndio.
Ana ya kuweka tuseme savings
na
mambo mengine hayo yote.
Now, Pete, before we finish, you mentioned to me that you visited a family in Nyamira, and also you visited a family in Koyo, and also in Oyugis.
Yeah.
How did you meet the family in Oyugis?
The family is the name Omute, the members of the church there, from the SDA church. Yeah. I come there, social media.
Yes.
Yeah. I meet one lady on social media, and I talk with that in Nairobi, in Westland. And one moment she asked me, "Oh, can you bring visit to my parents?" Oh, I say yes. And then I see also what is there happened. Yeah. I sent you the pictures from Koyo, from the church.
Yes.
Yeah. My church in town, the evangelical church, they help the church in Koyo. We have one day saved money. Yeah. It is wonderful.
Understand. I think it's the I see you there.
That is in Rongo.
That is in
Rongo. That is in the Flowergarden. I was in Rongo with the choir festival.
Oh, the
one
choir
people
festival
asked me, can you give the trophy? Yeah. I
Oh,
do
so you
that.
went there to present a trophy?
There, that is the cherish in my town. I was in Koyo.
That is Koyo,
with
you're
the-
carrying
yeah.
the banana.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
That is in Indonesia,
Uh-huh.
in Yogyakarta,
Uh-huh.
and this was my job.
This
Yeah.
is your job,
Bus
bus driver.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
wonderful. And who
There's
was
one family from Brazil,
Aha.
one sister and one brother.
Uh-huh.
That was the first sister that I meet
Uh-huh.
with my trip.
Okay.
She say me, you are my papa.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you are the papa.
Yeah.
Now, Pete, as we conclude, because our time is also, we are running out of time. Maybe if you can just speak out to the viewers who are watching and to people who, they are not rich, but at least they have something about helping out the society. Like you, Pete, you said you're not rich, you don't have a lot of money, but you look for organizations, and also sometimes even your own small money you use to help one family or two families, and it brings a very big difference in their life, and it brings them happiness in their life. What would be your advice to people who are watching today at home in terms of helping out?
I cannot say. I cannot all say. It is the feelings in my heart.
Yes.
Yeah, and I will help. But I cannot all. Yeah,
Sure.
many people ask me,
Yeah.
can help. I cannot all.
Yes.
Yeah, but I will. Yeah. One moment I stay in New York, in the polyclinic. I come one man. They will inside to the doctor.
All
He
right.
have not money. 50 shilling.
50 shillings.
Yeah, I have nothing.
Oh.
I think yes. Here. You have 50 shilling, you come inside.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so he
That-
only needed 50 shillings to see the doctor,
Yeah.
but he did not have 50 shillings.
Yeah.
Quite- Quite terrible, I think.
I told to my friends, yeah, and my family that, and she say, "Oh, are you crazy?" I'm no crazy.
Or when you
you-
tell them that you're going to
Yeah.
Africa to,
Yeah,
help out,
yeah.
and
I say then, you go with me. You can see what is there
what is
happened.
there, yes.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
well,
My life.
very interesting. Pete, Martin, your closing remarks to people who would want to help out, but also to the residents of where you come from. What would be your, closing remarks or your last words to of you?
What I can say is that sisi wenyewe vile tunakaa kwa
Ndio,
slum
ndio.
and we as Kenyans we have that potential. Like wakati tumepata pesa, wale wanatusimamia kifedha
Ndio.
wawe wanawajibika kufuata hizo miradi wanatufanyia.
Ndio.
Tuna wanasiasa ambao wapo, tuna wale viongozi mbalimbali ambao wanashughulikia miradi.
Ndio.
Lakini unapata wamejitajirisha kwa hizo pesa.
Ndio.
Na mimi nasema kama kuna watu ambao wangekuwa wanafuatilia hizi pesa, zingekuwa zimefanya maisha ya wananchi imekuwa bora.
Asante.
Kama rafiki wetu hapa, yeye mwenyewe amesema atakuwa anasimamia kila kitu, anaangalia vile kila senti inafanya kazi.
Ndio.
Tumekubali yeye mwenyewe afuatilie, kwa sababu wakati mwingine huwa inakuwa changamoto kama mtu mwingine anasimamia. Tunataka hiyo moyo wake uridhike kwamba amefanya
kazi
alikuwa anataka,
na pesa ambayo ametoa imewajibikiwa.
Na pesa ambayo ametoa imewajibika kwa ufasaha.
Asante sana. Asante sana Martin. Thank you very much Martin. Thank you very much Pete for finding time to come here and also to speak to us. Congratulations on the job that you're doing, and I hope that you find even more people and more organizations who will work together with you to help these people.
Can I say in the Netherlands,
yes,
thank you to the big organization Rivet.
All right.
Dank je wel, Rivet, voor dit project in Matare. Ze zijn zo blij. Dank je wel. Je bent groot.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Viewer, we have come to the end of this segment, but as you heard for yourself, indeed, This is a man who has given himself to help out the society, not because he's rich, but because he has the heart. He's seen the real situation and he's seen the need. And I do hope that our leaders are also watching this, and also our citizens at large are watching this. And if we are able to lower our hearts and look at the real situation on the ground, then, like Martin said, there will be accountability whenever funds are giving out to just help out or to do similar projects in slum areas, or not even in slum areas, in any other sphere of society. Well, for now, we take another quick break, and when we come back today, we are going to have a discussion on the BBI report, and I have guests with me also who will be joining me shortly here to discuss this much more. Let's take a quick break now. We'll be right back.